Hey, this is Michael Julian of It Stoked and Mind Waves. Welcome to Mind Waves. And in this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about the manifestation of dreams. You know, as human beings, we all are dreaming constantly. The mind is constantly wanting another thought, and we're constantly thinking about things that we would like to do or attain in life. Dreams that we have, or goals or admirations that we have that we want to achieve. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the power of positive thinking and the creation of stoked energy, even in the toughest of times with major obstacle and challenge happening while you are in the manifestation process. You know, a lot of people will watch videos on YouTube, and there's a plethora of information out there right now that's incredibly positive. So many authors out there and vloggers putting out information about the power of manifest and how you can manifest what you actually want in your life to actually come true and have the life that you want, to model your life based on those manifestations. So I just wanted to put out a quick story. You know, I was up against some major challenges based on my injury to my neck. I've mentioned it many times in my other videos. I had a completely reconstructive surgery on my neck. It shattered C1, C2, and C3, and I'm now a partially disabled person. Have quite a bit of hardware in my neck, and it had open heart surgery, a CABG, 8 months before this. So I'd experienced 3 heart attacks. So they discovered during my clearance to try to get the neck surgery, which put me out of commission for quite some time. And during that time, here I'm at home, I've got a plasty on my chest, I've got a coil and a wire that's trying to form into the bone of my chest. I've got the neck brace on, so I'm up like this and I'm kicking back at home, and I'm just in absolute misery. I can't really sleep. I can't really sit for prolonged periods of time. I could kind of half bend or lay down. Couldn't work, couldn't be functional, couldn't support my family, couldn't do anything. But I started to watch videos of people that I admired in terms of positive thinking and their stories about overcome at the time. And that's how I donned the idea of coming up with this project, It Stoked. And as I was sitting there, I was just seeing in my mind the creation of the project, of the website, of the potential to reach out to other folks in other communities like the surf world or the skate world or the music world or the spiritual community, to interview people in terms of their stories of overcome and how they create a sense of positivity or positivity awareness, positive thinking to overcome challenges. And I had just these thoughts that seemed crazy at the time. They seem out of reach. How could you possibly be doing this? You're going to be laid up for at least 2 to 3 years with these injuries, and you know you're in absolute misery. How is this actually going to manifest? And the reality was that because I kept thinking about it positively, loosely in my mind, I actually let my inner being see myself in that circumstance. I was actually watching on screen potentially somebody that I admired talking about sharing their story of overcome. And I would close my eyes and let breath in through my nose and out through my mouth and try to utilize this information and the vision of my dream at the same time to ease some of the pain that I was experiencing physically. So I was trying to utilize my brain in the most calmest fashion to try to create positive thinking and positive energy. And I could see myself in these situations interviewing some folks that I'd really looked up to. And the whole adage or the whole thought process was, why not? Why can't I? Maybe the universe will deliver to me if I think about this long enough, if I open to the possibility of it. And I thought about, oh, how beautiful, how cool it'd be to meet, unbelievable to meet Robert August. I just watched a documentary about Robert August and his whole travels around the world with Endless Summer, and watched some videos of Bruce Irons, the brother of Andy Irons, an incredible surfer from Pipeline, and so on. And next thing I knew, it was what? Less than a year and a half later, I decided to rip the neck brace off 4 months early. Probably not a good move, was still definitely in the healing stage and should have been in bed. But my energy was there, and I was cognizant enough to want to start to produce this energy and produce the message. Once that energy started to flow, more positive thinking would occur, and miraculously, the universe delivered. My friend Dave Cropper at Cinnamon Rainbows got in contact with me and let me know that some folks are going to be coming through to the shop to do some signings. And the next thing I know, I'm somebody who is sitting in front of three-time Pipeline Masters champion Tom Carroll and making friends with him and hanging out with him and sharing stories with him and laughing. Robert August as well, and sharing an amazing afternoon and experience with Robert. I met Ian Walsh, who's a Red Bull rider and big wave surfer in Pe'ahi at Jaws. An epic time. And so on and so on. I realized at that time it was a little difficult to see, but very quickly after, I realized that I had done that. I had manifested these experiences to come toward me based on the fact that I was drawing upon stoked energy to create a project when I needed something to do. I felt that I could connect energy to the world by sharing stories. So when I reached out to these individuals, they decided that they completely agreed in the power of stories and sharing the power of positivity and stoked energy. And boom, it delivered. And that's how Live It Stoked was created. So that was the basis of the video today, was even in your worst times, okay, you may be completely stressed out, completely and totally feeling at odds with life. It doesn't feel like a fit. Things may seem impossible, that if you calm your mind and you start to believe in the possibility of positive thinking, change in your life, and you start to actually let the dream become a reality in your mind, things will manifest and the universe will deliver. So that's the message of today. Keep positive, stay stoked. Whatever you're going through, remember, there's going to be a window, a door that you're going to have to open that's going to be hard. There's going to be pain involved. The dark side of the yin-yang is going to come in, and that's a lesson to be served and an awareness call about your energy and your power to overcome. So if you want to check it out, there's a lot more content to come. Until then, live it stoked.
Dreamers of a golden age are living on recycled faith. Wait for dusk to ease the pain of life. Beauty of the angel's face will fade with light, leave no trace. Where she's been or if she's ever loved.
Thanks for taking time to watch this video. And if you're interested in receiving new content in terms of creating stoked energy and the power of positive thinking for better mental, spiritual, and physical health, hit the subscribe button in the link below or subscribe in the comments section. And until then, live it stoked.